A special keynote speaker supported by our co-host and Australian Embassy to make this happen. We have such an honor opportunity to have Professor Ren Yi, a Pro-Vice Chancellor in the National University of Southern Queensland, Australia, as our keynote speaker. Today, he will share his vision toward a social change trend related to the technology-enhanced collaborative and blended learning. So everyone, please give a very warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Professor Ren Yi.
Thank you for the generous introduction, everyone, and good afternoon. I would like to start sharing my presentation. Thank you. I will share this. Can everyone hear me and see the presentation?
Your presentation now. Okay, it is up. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land of our First Nation people, pay my respect to the elders past, present and emerging. First Nation people in Australia have been existed for tens and thousands of years. And if you can see the three painting at the bottom, and that representing the University of Southern Queensland, three campuses, and each circle representing each of our campuses. And if you have a look in the middle of each campuses, that's representing our students. And student is in the heart of our learning, and that's also representing for the philosophy of USQ for our teaching, learning, and discovery as well. UniSQ is a research-intensive university. In the last round of the Australian government assessment for our research, and is 30 area above world standard, and there's a 15 area leading in the world as well. So understand USQ is a very different public university in Australia, and most of the Australian university only engaged with virtual delivery online program during the pandemic, but there's a very small number of Australian university been doing virtual delivery for a long period of time, in USQ's case, in more than 2 decades. We have 30,000 students, and it's a small and medium size of university in Australia sense. 75% of our total student cohort are study online virtually with University of Southern Queensland, and over 100 online degrees, and our student and staff from over 100 countries. Why are we so passionate about digital delivery at University of Southern Queensland? We're very passionate about virtual study, and we have over 2 decades in delivering high quality degrees to thousands of students online. And most importantly, and for graduate study salaries, this is based on the Australian government survey every year. USQ in the last 10 years, both in undergraduate and postgraduate level, and we're leading in the country in terms of students quickly have a full-time employment after graduation, and also we have the highest starting salary, and around 5,000 Australian dollars higher than the sector average in Australia, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. And also we are the 2022 and the Time Higher Ed ranking, we rank number 86 and the young university in the world. Just hold on a second. So digital first is our website. If anyone interested, and I was going to put into the chat box, and the digital first menu, this is everything when we design our programs and at UniSQ, and we have digital first approach. So we have this blended the delivery, and then this is our website, and you can go have a look, digitalfirst.usq.edu.au, and that's covered most of our approach, how we targeting including the student experience, learning technologies, designing the programs, and also employability. And there's a whole range of issues is being highlighted in each topic. So there's a little video.
Professor Yi, we cannot hear audio. Would it be just a picture?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but the video you play, there is no audio.
Right, okay. So I might have to skip this. I don't know why it doesn't, because I can hear from here. So I might just skip the video, basically to really illustrate, you know, the learning coming first at UniSQ's approach, because teaching is mainly to get knowledge, skills, attribute, and to learning coming first at USQ. Okay, so we're designing online learning materials, online and face-to-face student experience, and blended to meet student discipline and industry need. A lot of those disciplines and the industry get involved as well into how we're designing our online learning materials. And whether our students study primarily online or on campus, and they always to have the digital first learning experience using innovative approach for interaction, communication and connection. So there's no such things at USQ really. We divided student online or on campus. So everybody will have this blended approach to learn together. So online learning is part of the overall student experience, is complemented by extensive support for student and graduate career success. Designing online learning materials, and we have our learning leaders, and we have the expertise in the design, and also from our learning technology people. So we have a central level of the learning and quality academy, and they also work with the discipline experts. At USQ, it doesn't matter you're just graduates, newly lecturer, or highly successful professors, and they all have to benchmark and practice together to learn about the delivery, digital first delivery. So discipline experts, we also work with the industry for consultation and knowledge of the student cohort as well. A minimum requirement for the consistent online learning experience, and also educational designers and writing curriculums and pedagogical things and digital innovating. So we have a lot of researchers in this space as well, so they can always pass on the discoveries into practice. And we don't really, all our quality assurance, and it's very important because Australia have this AQF, Australian Quality Framework. So it doesn't matter it's on campus or online, we have to have a same learning outcome. So online means open, navigable, learning, interactive, networked, and engaging. So there's a whole principles and for online at USQ for designing the online learning materials. Excellent virtual learning environment, because delivering digital first delivery is not only from academics perspective, but also supporting perspective. We have this whole ecosystem, and USQs have a study desk, and that have to be 24/7 for our students, and also open desk available to you with access to the courses and the materials, upskill platforms, and offer a suite of online micro-credentialing and professional accreditation. So those things, you can combine them together to a certificate, and then to a degree, and also to diploma, and then to a degree as well. So we have this USQ iConnect, And we also have the supporting team for the academic staff and a whole range of things, in particular our library. So we've been voted the Australia's best tertiary library, and to support both print and digital material as well, and online consultation for librarians and learning advisors, and join the study support session as well. So there's a whole range of things. So we believe the ecosystem is not only for academic staff, but also professional staff and all the supporting staff, and there's all your technology, and have formed this whole learning ecosystem. So that's our resources, learning and teaching resources available for students. It's just some website. And we also have the learning teaching support team, award-winning academic staff and expert in 2 areas, the content they teach and how it is taught, and keep up with industry practice and also network to pass on to our students. And as I said, the professional staff, supporting staff also have a student relationship officers to work along to you and to keep you track to complete your study, and also provide in-depth and tailored support for students as well. So in terms of learning technology, we built this facilities called Hive, HIVE, is for virtual experience. That's multiple technologies is being integrated together with virtual reality and all the 360-degree videos, a light board, clinical simulators, and there's all different disciplines. They need different simulators and different things as well, and virtual and also preparation for the professional placement as well. We do have some area have on campus for students if they don't have the facilities, and they can come on campus for access to the facility as well. A 3D photograph. This is also for our students to understand from learning technology how we're going to help with a real workshop of workplace health and safety and all of those things, and to provide it to as part of the learning technology. Community practice, and we also do a lot of community practice and train the trainers and to benchmark best practice, because different disciplines and need different technology and different experience. So it's really important to engage with the latest technology and benchmark the best practice across all the disciplines at the university level. So that's through our learning academy in this at the central level, and to work with different schools and different research centers to work with all our academic staff to do the benchmarking, and also benchmarking with our sectors in Australia, also around the world. During the pandemic, we also working with our international partners. For example, we are working with our German partner, Gießen University, won a big grant through DAAD called International Virtual Academic Collaboration Grant to help Gießen University to develop their digital delivery programs, and also with the Bologna University in Italy. And also we work with our Thai partners, and such as Mahidol University, and to benchmark how we're going to delivering online, also assessment. For example, US UniSQ became the first Australian university during the pandemic. All our assessment and examination now is all virtually rather than have a paper-based assessment. So that also we're working with Mahidol University and also Ho Chi Minh Open University in Vietnam, and to benchmark how we can do the assessment and examination virtually as well. So I guess there's a lot of things. International collaboration is very important in this space, and it's also help with our student and staff to understand what other universities in different countries and what they are going through. We also delivered a lot of virtual mobility during the pandemic with our partners around the world for students to participate in USQ programs as well. So there's a lot of to do in the online delivery and also internationalization as well. I think that's all from me, and once again I want to thank for the organizers for the invitation, and I'm looking forward to work with all the colleagues and partners in Thailand, but also in beyond as well. And thank you so much. Kham Khun Krap.
Wow, Ajahn Thai, before I say thank you, I have to say this. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. It was such a wonderful presentation. Professor Yi, I myself also considered myself as a Queenslander. I was there for 10 years in Brisbane. So listening to you make me feel very happy, like I'm going to my second home. I'm really impressed by your talk. And certainly the key takeaway from his talk, I have so many. I can see that he never put technology before people. Professor Yi, I can clearly see that you mentioned a lot about your people, your staff, how they work together, and you also mentioned about international collaboration. I believe that this is also the future of the new world of education.
Right.
We do have some questions for you on the board, sir. One question asks about how can a Thai university partner with you for this reason?
We happy to work with all Thai universities. In fact, we have a lot of partners. We work with Mahidol University for a long period of time. In fact, their delegations coming to us. During the pandemic, we did a benchmarking workshop, both on research and also for the online learning. We work with Chancellor University, with Chiang Mai University, with a whole range of university we work with in Thailand. It is very important, and I think Thailand is really good in delivering the high quality of the program. So we definitely very interested to work with partners in Thailand and happy with Shape Benchmark any the best practice. And I put in the digital first website of UniSQ in the chat box, so anyone can have a look because it's such a short time. But if you have any further questions, and I'm happy to link you with our expert, because we have a lot of expert. I'm not the expert, but we have a lot of expert at UniSQ. But I agree with you, people is always come first, because like our First Nations symbol for student is always in the middle, and then the academic staff, the supporting staff is around our student, our communities around it. Technology is enabling what we want to deliver and to deliver the outcome.
Another question, Professor Yi. For your experience, what would be a good ratio for instructional designer per faculty member in your university?
Well, that's a very difficult question. I'm not going to answer that question with your number because every university, your strategy is different. The stage of development is different. At the beginning, you probably need a lot of people rather than technology. Once you have a lot of technology, you probably have less people. So I guess it's really have to assess the individual situation. So I'm not going to give that answer, but happy to benchmark with you.
Thank you, sir. And last question, do you think blended learning will become more popular than face-to-face learning in the classroom of the future? If so, why?
I think most of the people in the past, we've been doing for more than 20 years. A lot of people in the past, still, our colleagues in India talk about the change in India. Without pandemic, in the past, people think delivering virtually is a lower quality and second class of delivery, which is not true. It's just very different. From USQ's experience, our graduates have the highest employment salary and starting salary and also employability in Australia. So we've been doing 75% of our students are studying virtually and online. But now, post-pandemic, everyone realized, there's never will be, if there's another pandemic, how are we going to deliver this? So we have to go through, I can't say delivery virtually will be taking over 100% than on campus, but we need to integrate online learning and learning technology into our on-campus delivery as well. So we should, in the future, we should get rid of this on-campus or online kind of a terminology. It should be blended. It should be switched on and off between discipline, between the country, between the universities, and between the programs.
Okay, Professor Yi, I'm so impressed with your answer. To be honest, I understand that USQ has been so advanced in terms of online education, distance education. I was there in about the year 1999, the year 2000. Right there, USQ already pioneered distance education in a massive way. From there to now, I can really see your development. So the things that you have shared with us today means a lot to all of us. So once again, on behalf of Thai MOOC, we would like to thank you so much, and hopefully we're going to have more collaboration with you, with USQ, and perhaps we will meet with you in person next time you come to Thailand. For today, thank you, sir.
ขอบคุณครับ
สวัสดีครับ